moving into, the house, making a new life for myself.
Amy Slaton's bold new career move has the internet on fire. And it could mark the end of 1000 Dalby Sisters as we know it. What she's doing has shocked fans, worried producers, and set social media ablaze with endless speculation. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Reality Weighs In, where we bring you the truth behind the cameras, the drama, the emotion, and the real stories reality TV doesn't want you to see. Let's dive right in. For years, Amy Slaton has been a familiar face to millions around the world. The heart and soul of TLC's 1000 Dalby Sisters. She wasn't just a cast member. She was a symbol of transformation, resilience, and raw honesty. From her earliest YouTube days to her journey on television, fans watched Amy evolve, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. But now, her story is taking a turn no one saw coming. A bold move, a powerful pivot, and a decision that could end the show that made her a household name. When 1000 Dalby Sisters first premiered in 2020, Amy weighed over 400 pounds. Alongside her sister Tammy, she invited the world into her most vulnerable moments. The struggles, the laughter, the breakdowns, and the victories. Their story wasn't sugar-coated. It was real, raw, and deeply human. Amy's dream was simple yet profound: to lose enough weight for bariatric surgery, become a mother, and live a fuller life without the chains of her size holding her back. Against all odds, she did it. She lost over 125 pounds, underwent surgery, and became a proud mother of 2 beautiful boys. For a time, Amy was the beacon of hope that anchored the show the light to Tammy's darker struggles. Her transformation wasn't just physical, it was symbolic. She became the heart of the series, the emotional balance that kept fans invested through every twist and turn. But over time, something inside Amy began to shift. Fame had given her a platform, but it had also trapped her in a storyline she no longer recognized. Behind the laughter and on-screen chaos, Amy was quietly preparing for a rebirth, a life beyond reality television. And now, that rebirth is here. Amy Slaton is no longer content to be just a reality star. She's stepping into something bigger, something of her own creation. Sources close to Amy reveal she's launching an ambitious wellness and lifestyle brand. A project years in the making that goes far beyond social media influencing. This isn't just another celebrity side hustle. This is Amy building an empire. Her upcoming brand will reportedly include fitness gear, weight loss guides, a clothing line for plus-size women, and even a personal app designed to guide others through their own weight loss and mental health journeys. It's the kind of leap few reality stars ever take successfully, but Amy isn't following the usual playbook. She's rewriting it. She's been meeting with investors, fitness professionals, and branding experts, preparing to become a voice of empowerment for women who feel trapped in their circumstances. This isn't the Amy we first met on YouTube, nervously filming makeup tutorials from her bedroom. This is the Amy who knows her worth, who's ready to tell her story her way. But there's more. Insiders confirm Amy has also begun developing a new show concept, one that centers around her as a single mother, entrepreneur, and advocate for self-love. It would follow her through the highs and lows of business, motherhood, dating, and emotional healing. Major streaming platforms have already expressed interest. And if this new series gets greenlit, it could pull Amy out of her TLC contract entirely. That means no more 1000 Dalby Sisters. No more shared spotlight. Just Amy, unfiltered, unedited, and finally in control. And that's where things get complicated. Because if Amy leaves, the balance that defined 1.1.1.B Sisters collapses. For years, the show has relied on Amy's warmth to offset Tammy's struggles. Amy's laughter gave fans a break from the heaviness. Without her, producers fear the emotional heart of the show will fade. One insider put it bluntly: without Amy, there is no show. TLC executives are reportedly scrambling to renegotiate contracts, hoping to keep her on for at least one more season. But Amy isn't the same woman who signed her first deal. She doesn't need the paycheck. She's building something of her own, and this time, she's calling the shots. Amy's decision didn't come out of nowhere. The past year has tested her like never before. Between a painful divorce from Michael Halterman, raising 2 young boys alone, and coping with emotional burnout, she's been fighting silent battles behind the camera. Fans noticed her breakdowns on social media, the cryptic posts, the exhaustion in her eyes. But out of that chaos came clarity. She realized that being part of a show built on exposing her pain wasn't healing anymore. It was holding her back. For years, Amy has lived under a microscope. Every choice she made, from how she parented to what she ate, became public debate. Her private life turned into clickbait. And while fame brought opportunity, it also brought judgment. Her weight, her marriage, her motherhood, all dissected for ratings. Launching her own brand is more than a business move. It's an act of liberation. It's Amy saying, "I decide how my story is told." But her independence could come with consequences. If Amy begins selling wellness products or coaching services tied to her weight loss journey, that could clash with TLC's control over her image and likeness. Legal disputes over branding, exclusivity, or intellectual property could follow. Industry insiders whisper that producers are already uneasy. They don't want one of their biggest stars turning into their competition. Meanwhile, fans are divided. Some cheer her courage, calling her evolution inspiring. Others feel betrayed, fearing the end of an era. Amy was the heart of 1000 Delby sisters. One Reddit user wrote, "Without her, it's just Tammy and the chaos. I don't know if I'll keep watching." Another said, "She deserves this. She's worked hard, she's grown, and she has every right to move on." It's a tug of war between nostalgia and progress, between what fans want and what Amy needs. And where does Tammy fit into all this? The once inseparable sisters have drifted in recent months. Tammy's own transformation has been nothing short of remarkable, massive weight loss, skin removal, surgery, newfound confidence, and even rumors of a new romance. She's been traveling, smiling more, and finally living on her own terms. Some speculate that Tammy could carry the show solo or even launch a spin-off if Amy exits. But insiders say the dynamic won't be the same. The show's original magic to sisters battling their demons side by side might be gone for good. It's ironic. The very success that the show brought Amy is what's now pulling her away from it. As her business grows, she risks losing the world that once lifted her up. But maybe that's exactly what growth looks like. Painful, messy, and brave. Those close to her say Amy is more determined than ever. She wants to show her boys what a strong, independent woman looks like, said one family friend. She's tired of being seen as a sidekick or a sob story. This is her time, and it truly might be. Because beneath the headlines, there's another rumor that Amy is working on a tell-all memoir. A book that would reveal what life behind 1000 Delby sisters was really like. The pressure, the exploitation, and the emotional toll of living in front of the world's camera. If that book sees daylight while she's still under contract, it could ignite a media storm, maybe even a full break from TLC. All of this puts the future of 1000 Delby sisters in a fragile place. If Amy walks away, the series loses its foundation. The sisterhood dynamic fractures, the balance disappears, and the emotional core dissolves. The show that began as a story of shared struggle could become one of separation to women walking different roads. TLC faces a choice: reinvent the show around Tammy, or let it end gracefully with Amy's departure. But maybe, just maybe, this is the ending the show was always meant to have. Because 1000 Delby sisters was never about fame or drama. It was about evolution. About 2 women learning who they are when the world is watching. Amy has learned her lesson. She's no longer the scared young woman defined by her weight, her family, or her failures. She's a survivor who's finally ready to step into her power. Her new journey isn't just about fitness or fame. It's about freedom. Freedom to build, to create, to inspire. To raise her boys with confidence. To reclaim her body and her narrative. And maybe that's what makes her story so powerful. She isn't just walking away from a TV show. She's walking toward herself. As fans debate what comes next, one truth stands tall. Amy Slaton is no longer waiting for permission. She's building her empire, one decision at a time. TLC might have made her famous, but Amy is about to make herself unstoppable. Whether 1000 Delby Sisters ends or continues without her. One thing is certain, Amy's next chapter will be her most defining yet. Because this isn't the end of Amy's story. It's the start of her legacy. It's the start of her legacy.
Tammy for surgery, she's going to have to be able to look at the root of some of these issues. You know, what caused her to develop?
Amy Slaton's bold new move may change everything. And in doing so, she may be closing the book on 1000 Delby Sisters as we know it. What began as a show about struggle and survival has now become a story of rebirth, transformation, and independence. Amy's decision isn't just a career change, it's a declaration. She's not surviving anymore. She's thriving, and she's doing it on her own terms. The world first met the Slaton sisters when 1000 Delby Sisters premiered in 2022. Kentucky women Amy and Tammy Slaton, weighing a combined total of over 1,000 pounds, invited cameras into their lives with raw honesty. Their southern humor, their vulnerability, and their fierce sisterly bond made fans fall in love instantly. They weren't celebrities. They were human, and they made millions of people feel seen. Viewers laughed with them, cried with them, and rooted for them as they fought for something most people take for granted: a chance at a normal, healthy life. At first, the show's focus was on survival. Amy's dream was to lose enough weight to have bariatric surgery, become a mother, and live the life she'd always wanted. Tammy's dream was to regain control of her body before it was too late. Together, they represented hope, two sisters taking on the impossible, 1 pound at a time. Amy made progress early, undergoing surgery and later welcoming to children. She became the heart of the show, the emotional anchor that balanced Tammy's darker struggles. But as Amy's life evolved, her priorities shifted. The fame, the cameras, and the endless online opinions began to feel like chains. She wanted something more. She wanted freedom. And that freedom has come in the form of a bold new chapter. Amy Slaton has quietly been building her own wellness and lifestyle empire, one that includes fitness gear, weight loss guides, a plus-size fashion line, and even a self-care app designed to help others through their own journeys. It's a complete transformation from the Amy we once knew, the nervous YouTuber filming makeup tutorials in her bedroom. Now, she's a woman taking charge, creating her own platform, and deciding her own narrative. But that's not all. Amy is reportedly developing a brand new reality series centered entirely around her life as a single mother, entrepreneur, and wellness advocate. Several streaming services have already shown interest. The show is picked up. Amy may no longer have the time or contractual freedom to remain with TLC. Her departure would send shockwaves through 1000 Delby Sisters, because without Amy, the show loses its emotional heartbeat. TLC producers know it, and insiders say they're deeply concerned. The timing couldn't be more dramatic. Amy's evolution is happening just as Tammy Slaton steps into her own transformation. One so incredible that fans can barely believe their eyes. After years of struggling with obesity, addiction, and emotional turmoil, Tammy has completely changed her life. Gone is the woman who once weighed over 725 pounds, relying on oxygen tanks and wheelchairs. Today, she walks confidently, breathes freely, and radiates strength. And her journey, like Amy's, has become a story of redemption. When 1000 Delby Sisters began, Tammy was in a dark place. She was angry, defensive, and resistant to change. While Amy moved forward, Tammy spiraled backward. Her eating habits worsened. Her temper flared, and her health deteriorated to the point of collapse. In 2021, her body gave out. Tammy was rushed to the hospital, barely clinging to life after a medical emergency caused by carbon dioxide poisoning. She was placed in a medically induced coma, and for days, her family didn't know if she'd survive. Amy later revealed through tears, "We said goodbye. We didn't think she was going to make it. But Tammy did make it, eh?" And that moment, that brush with death, became her turning point. Doctors warned her, change now or die within the year. And for the first time in her life, Tammy listened. She checked herself into a long-term treatment facility and committed to a full lifestyle overhaul. The rehab wasn't glamorous. It was grueling. Tammy had to relearn everything: how to eat, how to walk, how to take care of herself. She fought cravings, depression, and fear. There were setbacks, but she didn't quit. Slowly, the numbers began to drop: 50 pounds, 100, 200, 300. Her body transformed, but so did her spirit. By the time she left rehab, Tammy had lost over 500 pounds. For the first time in decades, she could stand tall, breathe without assistance, and move freely. Then came the milestone no one thought possible: her skin removal surgery. It wasn't just cosmetic, it was symbolic. It marked the end of the old Tammy, the one trapped by her weight, fear, and dependence. When she looked in the mirror afterward, she didn't just see a new body, she saw a new life. The difference in Tammy's demeanor is unmistakable. She's smiling more. She's going out with friends. She's doing things she once thought she'd never experience again. Recently, she shared her first boat ride in 6 years, a simple joy that left fans in tears. On TikTok, she posted clips of herself laughing, surrounded by friends, taking in the sunlight as waves splashed against the shore. That moment, Tammy on a boat, free and happy, captured everything her fans had been waiting to see. She's even dared herself to take on more outdoor challenges: swimming, ziplining, even the dream of flying in a plane. Each step is a victory, not just for her body, but for her soul. And the internet has watched in awe as she continues to reclaim her life. Tammy recently shocked fans again when she revealed her current clothing size: an XL shirt. For a woman who once couldn't stand on her own, that's nothing short of a miracle. But Tammy's transformation isn't only physical, it's emotional. The woman who once pushed people away is now opening her heart. She's building friendships, considering dating again, and focusing on joy. She's learning to drive something she never thought possible because of her size. Her dream, a vintage Ford Mustang GT. "I want to drive my own car one day," she said. It's a small goal for most, but for Tammy, it's monumental, a symbol of control, independence, and freedom. For fans, watching both sisters evolve in such powerful ways has been emotional. Yet their growth may also mark the end of an era. The bond that once defined one Fosensi's sisters is shifting. Amy's energy is now focused on business, motherhood, and building her empire, while Tammy's journey has turned inward, one of self-love, strength, and rebirth. The show that began as a shared struggle has now become 2 individual stories, and that may be something TLC can't sustain. Behind the scenes, the network is reportedly worried. Without Amy, the emotional balance of the series changes completely. The show has long relied on her lighthearted humor and warmth to soften the intensity of Tammy's story. Losing that dynamic could push the series toward cancellation or complete rebranding. But maybe that's exactly what's meant to happen. Maybe the show has simply run its course. Because the truth is, both sisters have outgrown the narrative that once defined them. They aren't just the Slaton sisters anymore. They're women who've fought for their lives and won. Amy's decision to build her wellness brand is about taking ownership of her story, something she's never fully been able to do under TLC's control. For years, producers shaped her image, edited her emotions, and dictated how her struggles were portrayed. Now, she's reclaiming that power. Of course, the journey hasn't been easy. Amy is still navigating her divorce from Michael Halterman and raising 2 young sons as a single mother. There are legal battles, sleepless nights, and moments of doubt. But she's focused on the bigger picture. "I want to show my boys what strength looks like," she reportedly told a friend. "I want them to see that their mom didn't give up." That's the driving force behind everything she's doing. And while fans debate whether one new sisters can survive without her, Amy isn't looking back. She's building her business brick by brick. preparing to launch products that empower others to take charge of their health and happiness. She's mentoring, and even rumored to be writing a memoir, one that could reveal the truth behind her years on reality TV, for her private battles and her path to self-discovery. She releases that book, it could change everything. For her, for TLC, and for the fans who followed her since day one. It could expose what really happens behind the scenes. But more importantly, it could give hope to anyone who's ever felt trapped by their past. Meanwhile, Tammy's new lease on life continues to inspire millions. She's turned pain into power. She's no longer the woman begging for help. She's the woman showing what's possible when you stop running from yourself. Every step she takes now is a message to the world. Redemption is real. Together, Amy and Tammy's stories have redefined what transformation looks like. It's not about fame or ratings anymore. It's about self-worth, courage, and choosing yourself even when the world doubts you. Whether or not 1000 Delby Sisters continues, their legacy is already cemented. They've shown that change is possible. Not overnight, not easily, but through sheer will and heart. As the show stands at a crossroads, one thing is certain. Both sisters are finally living life on their own terms. Amy, the once shy dreamer, has become a visionary entrepreneur. Tammy, the once hopeless fighter, has become a symbol of resilience. And maybe that's the perfect ending to their shared story. Because 1000 Delby Sisters was never meant to last forever. It was meant to document a journey to women discovering themselves and each other in the most public way imaginable. They started as reality stars, but they're ending as Survivo.